Welcome to National Park Wild. I am Eric, and on a recent RV trip in June to many national parks, I went to the 3 national parks that are in Arizona. These are Grand Canyon, Petrified Forest, and Saguaro. I enjoyed my time in all of them and had fantastic experiences in this beautiful state. However, I have different thoughts on some of them, and I'm going to be ranking them today. I should note that this is based on my experiences, and a lot of what I talk about will be what I enjoyed and what I didn't enjoy. Also, I spent uneven amounts of time in these parks, so let's begin. Number 3, last place, unfortunately, is Petrified Forest National Park. I did enjoy this park, I really did. It has some beautiful landscapes like Blue Mesa, the Painted Desert, Crystal Forest, a lot of fun sights to do. I enjoyed the sort of history that goes on with petrified logs. Plenty of nice short hikes. Blue Mesa was definitely my favorite. However, there are a few issues with the park overall that sort of hold it back. The first thing is the weird closure sort of thing they do, where normally it closes at sunset every day. I'm not quite sure why, but that does kind of suck because it means you can't camp in the park or stargaze, and getting kicked out of a park is not fun. The issue with our experience is that we arrived at the park very, very late, 4 o'clock-ish, and the park closed at 5:30 or so that day, because this is COVID, so it was a little earlier, and that meant we had very little time to see the park. Still enjoyed it, not much wildlife, but plenty of nice scenery, and undoubtedly an interesting place for history, and I think there's a few cool backpacking trails that I definitely recommend you do if you have some more time in this park. Number 2 is Saguaro. Saguaro is an interesting one where the experience depends entirely on what you get to see wildlife-wise. It does have nice scenery, the mountains are really beautiful, and we got to stay in the Tucson Mountain Park area, Gilbert Ray Campground. That was a very, very nice place. Plenty of cacti everywhere, and of course, that is the main draw of the park. Tons of cacti. However, the thing that wowed me was the wildlife we saw. Many, many lizards. We saw coyotes, rabbits, we saw all sorts of other animals. The coolest, of course, were the birds. There's such an interesting bird life here. We saw a hawk sitting on a cactus and great horned owls. Great place, just not as impressive scenery. And I should also note that the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum near Tucson and near the park is a fantastic place to visit if you want to see any more wildlife you didn't see in the park. The hikes are decent here, and the trails are nice. It's not amazing, but the wildlife I saw was great, and number 1 is Grand Canyon National Park. This had to be number 1. It is a beautiful, beautiful place. I got to hike Bright Angel Trail to Plateau Point on my most recent visit, and that is why it ranks as high as it does. If you only view from the top, trust me, you're missing out. There's not a whole lot of variety in the viewpoints in the South Rim. North Rim has a lot more variety to it. And this trail is fantastic. We got to see California condors on this trail even. There are plenty of elk, deer, and other wildlife, fantastic stargazing. I really can't complain about anything on this trip. Just keep in mind if you do the trail to Bright Angel into the canyon, it's fairly difficult. Try to avoid hot times of day. And it's 3,000 feet of elevation gain when you go back up. That said, it's just a fantastic park. I love seeing so many animals, I love the hikes, I love the scenery. I was truly blown away when I went to this park. The first 2 visits I had to this park long ago, we didn't see much or do much. Here I was so glad to finally see more of the park and really enjoy the time with my family. And that is my ranking. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and comment down below any of your thoughts on the best national parks in Arizona and how you rank them. If Glen Canyon were a park, it would definitely be on here and rank pretty high. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, like the video if you did, subscribe to help support the channel and to see more content. I'll see you next time.